Oh my god. A community event slash competition where people submit relics for a chance to be added to the game? That's cool. Alright, that's so cool. But also 500 auth coins. I'ma need that. Let's see what my funds are right now. Okay, so can I just like view it? Okay, so I'll just withdraw. All right, I'll just withdraw. I withdraw 1. All right. Oh, somehow worse than I thought. How about let's see if the guild coffers got anything in them. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. You know that now that's better than I thought. I thought that would also be 0. Yeah, I never financially recovered from that map art video. This will be a great improvement if I win even just 3rd place. That would be great. So let's look at these rules. Okay, so it needs to fit within the world of Main Abyss. Alright, it has to look good. Okay. It has to be unique. And it also has to be useful and like be creative in its storytelling. Also, overpowered factor doesn't matter, so that's cool. Now, when this was first posted, I was really confident. I saw that and I thought I was gonna nail it. But then I realized 2 things. 1, I'm not very creative. I mean, I'm confident that I can make some cool looking things here and there, but I don't have many good original ideas that come from me alone. And 2, my competition. I don't know how many people are going to participate in this competition. Like I could be competing against like, I don't know, 5 people who bothered to submit something. But from a quick gander in the art channel of the Discord, I came to one conclusion, and that people in this Discord are talented, and I hate you all for it. So, this is going to be tough, but it's not impossible. And man, I'm making this video before the deadline of the event, so I hope I, you know, at least get a podium spot. It'd be pretty awkward or pathetic that I did all that to be completely swept. I probably won't even upload the video if I lose, out of embarrassment. But, alright, time to lock in. So, first, go to the Mind Abyss wiki and get some inspiration. There were some relics I thought about just straight up copying, like the gold shaker or dust shaker, whatever it was called, and make a relic that turns iron into gold or gold into charcoal sand. But then I thought that one side was useless and the other side was overpowered. But then I thought, like, hey, is there any relic that applies debuffs to enemies yet? So I thought about trying that. So when it comes to relics, there are 3 styles, I think. So there is the high-tech looking relics, then the ornate ornamental looking ones, and then the makeshift rugged looking relics. I think my idea will fit underneath the ornamental side of the relics. Okay, so what's the idea? So my first idea was to have a capsule that contained a small creature that would like scream when you like shake it real hard. Because, you know, like Bondrude has like something like that, I think, like a creature that counts as a relic. But my idea was really dumb, so instead I converted to the idea of like a small statue like object, something like a petrified lizard, and the lizard would scream really loudly and inflict nearby enemies or mobs with like weakness or slowness, like some good utility there. Also some cool storytelling that I'll explain later. Alright, so let's start. So I was planning out the design in Magica Voxel. This wasn't the final design, just some rough testing, and it ended up looking horrible, so I scrapped it. But it was good to get like a general feel for what I wanted to do, alright? But yeah, what I was going for was like those, you know, those tiki idols or like totem poles. The relic would look like a small stone lizard that was like carved out with its like mouth open wide screaming, and it's like like hands on its eyes like it's in anguish. Like you can see that all these like tries here were terrible. So I did the one thing I really wanted to avoid, and that was going onto Blockbench. Now, the reason why I didn't want to use Blockbench was because I had no idea how to use it. Yeah, not really a good reason. Like, you should step out of your comfort zone, I guess, which is what I did. And then I also did try it out before, but then I stopped because, well, you know. What? Oh, that's lame. That's lame. That's lame. You're so lame. Oh my god, you're so fucking lame. What? Yeah. but I thought it was going to be useful anyway. So after like one YouTube tutorial and a whole lot of Google searches, I was on my way. So here you can kind of see my vision starting to take hold. Yeah, it's not looking bad, I guess. I mean, it's better than what the Magic of Voxel stuff was doing. But like, then I stopped and I looked at my whole project. What the fuck is that? That isn't my vision. You're telling me I worked a whole day and this is all I have to show for it, a fetus? Anyway, I went to bed afterwards. The next day, alright, I completely scrapped it, opened up a new project. I started work on Lizard Totem Mark II, right? This time I was gonna learn from my mistakes, alright? Do better, fix it all, and lock in. And what the hell is this? That's another fetus, but it just looks worse now. And the textures, they're like glitched. Well, what the hell happened? Surely that won't be a problem later. Oh, and with another thing with the textures, holy crap, the texturing looks like ass. This is not my specialty. I mean, I thought this would be easy. What the hell? Since when was pixel coloring so hard? Yep, so another day, another failure, whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, we'll try again. So, I lay in bed, and I thought to myself, I need something new. I need a pivot. Alright, abandon the lizard totem. Alright, just try to get a lizard. Alright, just at least get a lizard in at the very least. Okay, man. So you know those dinosaur embryos? Like yeah, like that, like how they're all curled up. Yeah, let's do a pose like that. Yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm laboring. I'm working on it. Right, I'm doing the curves, and like it's starting to look great. It actually has a neck, unlike the other ones, and it doesn't look like weirdly stiff or like a fetus. And then I look at it like from the wider perspective, and then I realize, what? Why does it look like something? You see me realize this like halfway through, and then like I quickly changed the colors, and then it ended up looking like something else afterwards. But you know, whatever, it's fine. And you know what? After putting on the arms and the legs, this thing started to really shape up. So like, I was really happy with how this is going. And the coloring was going well too. The coloring actually was like way better than the other ones as well. I learned that like you should try and get down like the regular base, like color grading or like texture first, and then do the pattern afterward. Yeah. So like I'm painting, and then everything's going well, and oh my god, what the hell just happened? What the fuck? Like I was adding the coloring of the eyes, and then bang, all the textures just snapped to the head. Like now that problem happened so many times, it was infuriating. Like I only knew how to prevent it from happening and not how to fix it, which is really annoying. So yeah, whatever. I ended up like getting it done in the end, but like I really had to make a few compromises because the file just kept shitting itself in that way. I didn't even know what the hell was happening. So yeah. So anyway, like a whole day, and this is what I had. Now that looks, personally, I think that looks great. All right, I wanted to add like crystals on the side, like hanging off of it, to like really like convince people there's like some crystallized animal or something. But remember, I couldn't do that because when I tried to make a new texture element thingy, the weird texture snapping just kept freaking ruining it. So whatever, I settled with this. Yeah, can someone tell me what the hell was actually happening there? But yeah, whatever. So yeah, all in all, not bad. And here's the final result. I'm kind of proud of this one. Like, considering where we started with those two rejects, like, hey, this is pretty good. Now, let me give me a rating of how well I think this will do. Alright. So, does it fit the lore? No, it doesn't. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason why this thing is a relic is because I said so. Like, well, my excuse is gonna be like, oh, this thing is like a crystallized ancient animal or something. I don't know, 5 out of 10. Now, does it have a unique design? It wasn't what I wanted to go for at first, but I think it looks cool. Of course, like I am biased. I think it has a nice visual design, alright? I am a little bit biased. 8 out of 10. Alright. Ability, uniqueness, and usefulness. Now, I don't know about other relics that do the same thing, like if they do the same thing. So I guess it's unique. And the usefulness, oh man, I think this bad boy is gonna do numbers, right? Inflicting weakness and slowness. for like Stingerhead and Orby hunting, I think this relic is great. And for like PvP, maybe annoying, maybe if the duration and cooldown like is like kind of tweaked, I guess it'll be balanced. I don't know, 8 out of 10. Now, for the storytelling, let me explain. It appears to be the crystallized remains of someone. It's supposed to be dead, but hitting it hard makes it produce a loud, deafening screech. He looks sad. You were lost. You were alone. You were broken. Abandoned and dying. This sort of fate isn't unique in the netherworld, but yours was distinguished in its abhorrence. You screamed and cried for help, but no one heeded your call. Wailing, echoing throughout the abyss. It answered with the same malevolent indifference it does to all. Death would be your mercy, but it would never be granted. And in time you forgot. You forgot what happened. You forgot who had done this to you. You forgot why you cried. And for now, and for all of eternity, you weep. You shed tears because your soul demands it. You scream in a language that gods have forgotten. And you shriek in hopes that they may hear you from the heavens above, or from the deepest depths of the abyss. But no one ever will. Okay, what'd you think? Was it cool? Please tell me it was cool and not like corny or overly edgy. I think that's great. All right, but heck, I think I did well, so I don't care. I mean, I care a little bit. I actually do. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. So, the event says that you can make multiple submissions, and I finished this one on the 8th of June. So I had a few more days to maybe get another submission in and increase my odds. After all, like, I thought Lamia's Lament was good, but not the greatest, so let's lock in once again. Now, so for this last one, I hopped right back to Magica Voxel, because one, I don't want to change my roots, and two, it was going to be easier for what I wanted to make. So, what I was thinking of was something to make like crops grow faster. So, and I know what you're thinking of. Ooh, Arigo, bone meal, ooh, and I say, ooh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, so my mind kept going to some relic, like looking like some ancient watering can, and that's really lame. So I kept thinking, and I settled on the generic orbed shaped relic. Yeah, but mine was gonna have a flower in it, so yeah, it's unique, alright? You also see here why I like this program so much. There are these cool things called pattern brushes or like shaders that allow you to auto-generate a lot of cool shapes that save a lot of modeling time. So yeah, after a few tweaks, bang, there it is. I'm really happy about this one. At first, I was honestly concerned at how poorly it was going, but it actually shaped up quite nicely. Actually looks better than my imagination, unlike the lizard totem. Okay, does it fit the lore? Well, I don't know. You know, better than the lizard, but I don't think I can be. I don't think I can be the one to fully decide that. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Visual design, oh baby, you know I'm gonna glaze myself over this one. 9 out of 10. Ability, uniqueness, and usefulness. You know what? I don't know. Maybe if the effect was an AoE that like upped all the plants surrounding you to full growth, or maybe just the next stage. Yeah. I don't know, cooldown would have to be considerable so that it just doesn't phase out bone meal. I'm not sure. 7 out of 10. Now, the story. A translucent orb that contains a never before seen flower blossom. Holding it near crops creates bountiful harvests. When held next to the ear, one can hear the faint humming of a long forgotten empress. She ruled the netherworld for years. Her people loved her and she loved them. There wasn't anything she wouldn't do to save them. It was another harvest season for her empire, but something had gone wrong. The crops had withered away before being harvested. The ones that were picked spoiled quickly, almost as if they were affected by the curse. Every crop thereafter also died off, crumbling into the now dead soil. Her people starved. Mothers and fathers mutilating themselves to feed their emaciated children. Families bearing the weight of the curse to flee to the surface and dying on their journey. She was desperate. With nowhere left to turn, she looked towards the abyss. After sharing a final moment with her closest attendant, she carried out her sacrifice. And it was just like that. Once again, parents had the strength to hoist their children above their heads. Children could play in the streets with their stomachs full and skin flushed with joy. But she would never see it. She would never see the future that she saved for her people. She would be venerated for her selfless sacrifice. A sacrifice her people wouldn't forget in due time. Also, one key thing that at the bottom here, just a rough sketch works. Doesn't need to be the best drawing. And that's when I realized that visual design doesn't even matter all that much. Like if some guy who can't make any visual, what the heck did I just say? If some guy who can't make any like visuals just comes along and submits, they could just win because they're a good writer. I could totally be swept up just because someone has a better idea than me. And I don't know how to feel about that. We'll see how I feel when the results are out, because I'm recording this before results day. Now, as of recording, it is only the 9th of June, so I could make another relic, but let's not try hard this shit, alright? I bet the video was long enough already. Okay, so I think I'll stop the script here. I'll pick up the video again when the results are announced, and I will see you then. Okay, we are back. I just woke up from like a nap. It's been a few days since the deadline of the event, and the results are finally out. We've waited long enough. Let's see how far I got. Alright, come on. Alright, open it up. Go here. I fucking got domed. I fucking lost. God damn it. Shit. Oh, fuck. It's over. It's Jova. Alright. We got to reviewing all relic submissions. And oh man. Damn it, I fucking lost. Okay. We got to reviewing all relic submissions and I've chosen the winners of this small competition. To start with, a big thank you to from the MIA team for submitting these cool, unique ideas. Blah blah blah. a total of 64 submissions. Result, we've chosen 3 winners. So we have the Yukono Kage from Draw P. Congratulations. Oh wait, let's start from here first actually. Third place is the Silver Aegis by Snorting Stardust. Then we have the Zenith Tool by X Angel. And then we have the And then we have the Yukono Kage by Draw P. Good job. Good job. For those who do not winning, you may be included in future updates. We have decided to keep the Google Forms open for Relic submissions, blah blah blah. To include, thank you for entering the Relic competition and sharing your ideas with us. We encourage everyone to share and discuss your Relic concepts and ideas with other players, and stay tuned for future event announcements. Good job to everyone who participated. I really would have liked to see images that these guys submitted, if they did submit images. Damn, man, I thought I had a chance. I thought I had a chance. I thought I had a big chance, man. But nah, it's over. Well, too bad. I guess I'm not uploading this video then. Wait, hold on. I'm looking in the chat and I see that. I was hoping that I would get like an image in the announcement, or like a explanation in the announcement, but they're not giving it. But someone, i.e. Lane, is just literally just dropping it right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Yeah, oh my god. Oh god, they wrote a whole thing. Forged in the 6th layer of the abyss by an unknown sovereign of... Hold on, maybe I should I do a cool edit for this one? Nah, it's not mine, fuck you. Forged in the 6th layer of the abyss by an unknown sovereign of dawn. Yukono Kage is a cursed scythe crafted from a forgotten relic ore that feeds on the essence of the living. Each swing with its jagged blade rends not just flesh, but the soul itself. With every left click strike, the scythe harvests fragments of the victim's spirit, storing them in the swirling obsidian crystal embedded in its shaft. The wielder can feel the tension of each trapped soul. Whispers, wails, and pleas echo faintly with every step. When right-clicked, the scythe unleashes the pent-up souls in a violent burst of spectral energy, tearing through all nearby life. The more souls stored, the greater the devastation, but each release leaves behind a ghostly afterimage of the wielder for a brief moment, as if a piece of their own essence was sacrificed alongside the blast. Legends tell of a delver who descended too far, who struck down everything in their path, collecting so many souls that when they finally released them, their body collapsed and only the scythe remained, still warm, still whispering. On left click, normal attack, plus soul collection, soul stored per kill. Right click, AoE blast using stored souls. Damage scales with number of souls stored. Optional extra effect, if soul storage exceeds a certain limit, the scythe begins to whisper audibly or slightly harms the water. That is very cool. Okay, that is super cool. That is a really cool concept to reflect its cursed nature. And we can probably add, damn, I was about to read this whole thing without stumbling once. And we can probably add the side actual functionality, like gathering the area of plants, cutting leaves without losing the durability. That's peak. Yeah, that is very peak. And in here we have the Zenith Tool by X Angel. I'm reading this out of order. I'll probably edit this in post so that it's third to first. Possible functionality as one tooled axe and pickaxe together, plus as a weapon. Active chainsaw mode enabled. Probably could eat EXP to make it spin. That sounds like a buzzsaw. Or durability that generates with time after. Dislocation of limbs for wider attack area is possible variant to use, but the devs will decide anyway if the extension can be added. Closed axe or pickaxe. Oh, so it's a freaking axe, like pickaxe, like it's like those fucking Tekkit, like Paxils, whatever they were called. Ah, that's really cool. Forms is for the lore part and common usage for the delvers. That is a really cool idea. It's like a buzzsaw. That's super cool. Alright, let's see what the Silver Aegis tool is. Okay. Ancient shield. Okay, so it's a shield. Ancient shield once used by a great warrior forged in depths of the abyss specifically to deal with powerful ranged attacks. Its glistening silver surface reflects much more than just the faraway rays of the sun. Right click. Raises the shield for a short amount of time, blocking melee attacks and deflecting all projectiles into the direction they came from. Cooldown at least 10 seconds to be determined after further playtesting. Shift plus left click. Shield bash. Blocking all melee attacks and deflecting all direction they came from for a short amount of time. Okay. Shield bash. 1 to 1.5 block range. Close range attack dealing low damage, but still effective against armored opponents due to blunt damage. On impact, inflict heavy knockback. Oh, what the fuck, my Discord. Okay, heavy knockback. The damage should be at least 1.5 hearts, enough to be worth using over a knockback 2 sword, but not enough for it to be a big surprise during a player encounter. The armor penetrating effect. Oh, it's armor penetrating, okay. Aspect on it not only makes sense due to how armor works, but also in a game balance perspective, scaling the damage up like with the event horizon, I don't know what that is, would make it an insanely strong damage source because poorly armored players and monsters towards poorly armored players and monsters, sorry. Attack range and knockback amount are purely to be determined after testing of different values. Something a bit weaker than a knockback 2 sword and 1.5 block range seems good on paper, but maybe making it something closer to knockback 3 and forcing the user to be right to the target might be the option that simply feels better during in-game interactions. Okay. Alright, I would like to say congratulations to the 3 winners. You guys put forward some really good ideas. The side is my particular favorite here, which makes sense considering the fact that it won first place. I think it's very cool. Also, the accompanying visual is also super cool. So congratulations to them. Damn, like I haven't really went into a contest against other people by submitting some kind of idea like this. Like I don't normally do this. So like losing is a super humbling experience, right? But yeah, like, even though I didn't win, honestly, still fun, alright? I had a video to make. Alright, I got a video out of this, so I'm very happy. I mean, in terms of like how I did afterwards, it's what is it? It's I kind of regret not writing as much for my relic though, like how much these guys wrote. But in a way, I almost think that like I never had a chance to begin with because like my idea didn't have much heft to it. Like my relics were really like simple, unlike these ones. So I didn't think I would have been able to write a lot because that just would have just been padding at that point, you know, making up a word count. I had a few other ideas on like some other relics I could have made, but like it was like 2 or 3 days before the deadline of the event, so I couldn't be screwed. But maybe if I like tried to put those other ideas I had onto paper, I would have had a chance for the 500 Auth coins, maybe at least the 100 Auth coins, who knows? But dang. But yeah, whatever. Alright. I'm very salty right now, but I'm gonna be a good sport and I'm gonna hide it. It's not a bad thing to be humbled on a regular basis, alright? So once again, congratulations to Droll P24, X Angel, and Snorting Stardust for their fantastic relic ideas. Alright, like they're really cool. Especially the freaking scythe. No wonder that won first place. Also, the buzzsaw seems like an interesting concept as well. And the shield bash reminds me of the shield from the Shield of Cthulhu from Terraria. Probably one of the best early game equipables. So yeah, good job to everyone who participated. I really would like to see the other submissions, but I guess we're not gonna see it. I mean, we might see it down the line later, but who knows? So yeah, this event has been really fun, trying something new. Congratulations to the winners and good job to everyone else. I will see you guys in another video maybe. Have a good day.